Hey guys, it's Laren and Andrea here. Doing the November success stories, like featuring amazing leaders doing amazing things and building team and really showing the power of this company through the products, through the financial freedom aspect. And so I wanted to bring on all month different people's stories because one story might resonate with you over another person, but you get to hear just so many takeaways and how this is truly changing people's lives. So, of course, I wanted to bring on Andrea. This is Andrea. We've been friends forever.
Because I stalk her.
Yeah. I just can't get rid of her, you guys. She just keeps following me in every part of my life. No, but we worked together. I started at Lux Salon at the front desk when I was like 19 years old, went into management, and she was one of the top stylists there. Then I went to Matthew Morris, and she came to Matthew Morris with me for another like 5-6 years. And then she is the one that introduced me to Isagenix. Which is awesome. So Andrea, I know, but you obviously were introduced to Isagenix even before that, like through the radio. Do you want to just touch on how you heard about it the first time, and then when you introduced it to me, and really like where your life was at before Isagenix?
Okay, just kind of like get it in. It's a long story, but I'm going to make it a lot more condensed. Years and years and years ago, I kept on hearing about this stuff, Isagenix, and I'd hear all these people talking about it and all these success stories. And I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, God, it's another one of those things. And I'm swear to God, I probably listened to those commercials for probably 2 years. At the time, I was just in a horrible, horrible home situation. And I was close to 200 pounds. And I just was so miserable. And I was in a job that I loved what I did. I didn't like who I worked for. It was a very toxic environment. And it was just destroying me. And the one thing I thought that I did have control over at the time, I only felt like I had control over is what I put in my mouth. And so, I was one of those, like, I'll just try the 9-day and, just give it a shot. I mean, what's it going to hurt? So I ordered the 9-day and I promised myself, I made a commitment to myself that I'm going to do this 100%. Like, I'm going to follow it verbatim. I'm going to do it and see if it works. So I started it and I was probably getting close to the end of my 9-day. And I was completely transformed. I mean, I just started to feel better. I started to drop the weight. My mood started changing. I started to panic because I should have started with a bigger pack. They didn't have the value packs back then. They just had like a 30-day system. And I started to panic and I called the lady up, from the radio connection. I need more, it was like a junkie, like, I need more, send me more. So I ended up ordering a 30-day on top of that because I was so panicked to run out. So I didn't want to lose that feeling. And I stayed on that 30-day for those 30 days. And excuse me, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. I stayed on that 30 days and I lost like 26 pounds. And it was like, I have these leather pair of jeans and they're so out of date, but the waist of them, because leather does not, it doesn't give.
Yeah.
Those are like my, let's see where I'm at stage. So I kind of put them on. And when I first tried them on before, the button was like this far away from buttoning. I'm like, oh, these are never going to fit me again. In my 50s, I was in my late 40s then, but I'm 50.
I'm like, when was that? Like
that was like 8 years ago.
I'm like, too bad you didn't introduce it to me then.
I know. Because I was telling Finley about it. I was telling, everybody wanted to do it because they saw me just shrink wrapping, and, but nobody told me about the business side of it. I had no idea. I mean, if I had have known, the person that signed me up was more proactive and said, hey, you should, all she said was, is there anybody asking you about it? You should share it. That it wasn't anything like it is today. You don't get, she just kind of gave me the product and then I was
no systems or tools were in place. Now it's like, if you want to start a business, you have to create all those. We just hand it up to you.
Right. And then I was, I went on it for a while and I maintained it for a long time. And then And then my next thing was, I got control over what I went in my mouth, and I was losing all this weight. And then I'm like, okay, now I don't like my job. So all of a sudden I had all this power. And so I left that job, and then I was in, Laren knows where we worked with. And so I heard really good things about, Matthew Morris Salon. So I went over there and started working there, and I'm still there, and it's going great. And then, then after I got that under control, then I was like, I don't have to stay with anybody. So then I left that, and I'm not going to get into detail, but it was a very abusive, toxic, scary, fear-driven relationship. And it was scary. I was scared to leave, but I started feeling strong. I'm like, I could do this. So then I got rid of that, and great. So fast forward, my friend Laren here, and I go way back. Laren has a lot of internal stomach problems, and I just always would hear her, just like her stomach always hurt. Because her and I, we traveled a lot together and shared the same room together. So I went through her just fighting through, and she always had a smile on her face because she always had to have that perfect image because of the industry that we were in. And I just know she was torturing her. She was being tortured inside. And I was walking to her office one day, I go, you got to do this. I go, I'll do it with you. It's this cleanse. It's called Isagenix. Again, I didn't tell her anything about the business side of it. I just wanted to help her. I wanted to help her feel better. And I heard a lot of people getting help from, changing the way, what they put in their mouth and stuff. I'm like, what's it going to hurt? Laren has tried everything. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I didn't sign her up under me. But oh well, it's everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. I went in with the intention of helping my friend, not like I'm gonna make money, So
we're still financially linked, so our volume still counts toward each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I will thank you till the day I die, completely, because you are responsible. Isagenix and you are responsible for completely changing my life. And when we say changing our life, it literally changed my life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You gave up ownership.
Yeah. Financially, it changed my life. Health-wise, it changed my life. My whole life has changed because
everything
of a 30-day system. And I just keep thinking 5 years from now, when we're all really succeeding in this company, especially, we're going to be look back and be it's all just because we said yes to that one day in that 30-day program in our office. It's just crazy.
I know. It's totally crazy. But then I started to learn about more of the business side. Of course, the St. John's came into our lives.
Yeah. For you, you've always been a really high performer. As a stylist, you've always been at the very top, for as long as I've known you. And you've been a stylist now for 35 years?
A little over, but yeah. How old am I? 75 years. Doesn't Isagenix work? I'm 75 years old.
You've always been a super high performer, producing at the highest level for a stylist. When we say that, it's well over 6 figures in service sales. Mm-hmm. It's a high performer in our industry. What do you feel truly motivates you and drives you every day?
Oh, let's see. You know what? At the beginning, what drove me was my dad did not stand behind me when I first decided to do this. And I'm one of those, I'm a Leo. I will prove you wrong. Watch me fail, watch me fail forward. Yeah. So I think the driving force was just proving to my dad that I was going to rock at this industry. And I didn't, from the very beginning, I also have that personality. I don't want to just exist. I don't want to just do this. I want to be the best that I can possibly be, whatever that means for me in my life. It's different for everybody. Mm-hmm. So I think just the driving force is just, I don't know. Ever since I've been a little girl, I don't want to be, I didn't ever wanted to take second place when I ran track. I want to be first. I want to be first, Yeah. I just to challenge myself the most and do the best and put out everything that I have towards whatever I had that passion for. And I had so much passion for that industry. For me, I still have passion for the industry. And look how I've been doing it. I still love what I do. It's just starting to, hurt me a little bit. So I think just, I don't know, it's my personality. It's just to prove, because so many people think hairdressers don't make very good money, and there's a lot that don't. But I'm a six-figure stylist, and I don't work full time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to me, I feel like that's where I should be. Being how long I've been doing it, and how
much it puts on your body. It's like you're working way more than full time with how much it puts on your body. But
right.
Yeah, when you can work like 3 to 4 days a week and just crush it, people
right.
realize like how much power is really in this industry.
But I've always placed myself in high-end salons, and my first job out of beauty school was in one of the top salons in Beverly Hills. So like I saw where I could go, because in beauty school, all they told you was and that was a long time ago, they're like, the average stylist makes about $25,000 a year. I'm all, well, I'm not average, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I just ignored that. I'm like, whatever, watch me, you know.
Well, and what I love about you is like you're a natural leader, clearly, and you're an extrovert. And so it's like you love coaching and teaching and training, but you're also really coachable yourself. And one thing I've always noticed about you is the fine line of being the leader and being humble when you need to be humble and take that step back to be coachable. So, when at Lux, I always saw you were already in a leadership role, but then when you went to Matthew Morris, all of a sudden you had to absorb, learn everything, and then step into that leadership role. And the same thing with Isagenix, because it's a brand new.
Let me shut my door.
Okay. Even with Isagenix, it's like a brand new industry to you. So you've been so coachable in the process, and now you're just like flying forward into that leadership role. So it's just been a really cool process to watch you, and you are just such a natural leader, and that's just so powerful.
Thanks, Marianne.
Yeah.
Can we hug?
What do you feel, when was the aha moment that was like a turning point for you within Isagenix to awaken your eyes to the financial piece of it?
Oh, the aha moment. You know what? It was kind of like when we all were at NYKO last year. And, I kind of went in, still kind of, I don't know, I'm not this person. And it kind of freaked me out a little bit because it's pretty overwhelming.
But this year at NYKO, I'm going to bring you an Isagenix cheerleading outfit. Because
I can't put this shoulder up. I'll have to do like T-Rex. Anyways, I think more of the connection, the business side. Okay. What first really pulled me in wasn't just how I felt and losing weight and stuff. It was what at NYKO last year when we were all back at the house and we were sharing each other's stories. And I was like getting tears from listening to people's stories. And and we had people at all levels at that point. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I didn't know that you could make that much money by just, almost, introducing and sharing this thing that just like everybody should be on. But I didn't know that you could even make money. Network marketing to me is like, I'm getting on all these, what's his name? Eric Warr, doing a lot of his podcasts because I have no idea what network marketing is. But I think what actually pulled me in was the emotion side of it, and then as time went on and I started to listening to you, because Lauren, you're like Business Girl USA, and just listening to Laura and Scott and Ellen and Beth. And I mean, there's just so many people that I've met that have just opened up my eyes to like, wow, like I can do this. I can totally do this, just going up those levels and just, and planning it and sorry,
very fine.
Getting organized. And I have this little desk I bought and have like notes and pens and stuff. It's so weird. From the last time you came over to my house and I showed you, you'd be so proud of me. But I mean, I just honestly, I got pulled in with the emotional side of it and just what it did for people, the team that stood behind you and the camaraderie and the just, we all have each other's backs. And then I started to learn about the business side and I started to see the actual money behind it. And being 55, and I do have a 401k, but it's little, I want to do more when I retire, and I want to retire earlier than later because I want to still enjoy my life and be able to do a lot of things while I still can physically do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what's so attractive to me is it's like I cannot stand behind anything that I don't believe in. I can't sell hair product if I know that hair product doesn't work. I have integrity, and I have I'm loyal, and I don't believe in it. I can't do it. I can't. I don't care what kind of money's behind it. But I was asking myself, because I kept on going through, is this the path I'm supposed to be on? And is this the clear picture? Because you and Laura are always saying, find your clear picture, find your purpose, and I was like, I don't have a clear picture, and I'm not quite, I know things that I want, but I was so scatterbrained, and I want to put together like,
vision board.
Those boards, what do you call them?
Vision board?
Yeah. Like I want to get a clear vision, a clear view. And so I can look at it every day. Mm-hmm. Million things up here, mm-hmm. And I'm excited, but I'm scared. And I just feel like, when I was all sick over the weekend, I pretty much did nothing. I reached out to like 4 people. So I did some things. I could not get out of bed. And I felt like, honestly, I felt like a loser. I felt like I didn't do shit today.
Yeah, but that's the power of residual income in this business is think of a couple of years from now, and this goes to everybody watching, you have no idea what's going to happen in your life. And there are a lot of leaders in our company who their parents have died, or their sister got sick, or like you get sick, but your business keeps going. And that's the power of residual income. So just know like you are always building toward it, but you will hit that point where like maybe you do have to take a couple weeks back, and all of a sudden your business does not stop. And that is the power of this company, which is so huge. So
even though, I didn't do anything, I still got my little, I have my Isagenix commission that pops up. It says, it comes up as freedom.
Yep.
And I still got my little congratulations, you earned a commission, so
exactly.
Crap over the weekend. I still have that about, woo.
We have one girl on our team that's had to take a couple months off because she just works stuff, and she keeps getting paid. And every week she's like texting me, and she's like, I don't understand this.
I know sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how this is happening.
Yep.
I know. It's so weird. I don't understand half of it. And I don't want that to scare me off, because I will understand it. And I know a year from now, I'm going to look back on, I had no clue what I was doing back then. Just like I did from a year ago. I'm like, I had no clue what I was doing back then. I mean, I became a motor mouth when it came to talking about the product, and, breaking it apart with the bases connects with me.
Yep.
Because it makes you not talk so damn much, you know.
For you, there was also like, I think it started as a want, and then it vastly went to an actual need when you hurt your shoulder. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. It was kind of like, when I was having shoulder issues, and I've had them for a long time, but kind of on and off. And then I actually went to the doctor, and he told me that it's degenerative arthritis disease. And he said it's incurable, and pretty much stop what's hurting it, because it's a direct reflection on what I do for a living. I'm like, dude, that is not an option for me. I can't just stop doing it. And I went into this funk, and I got on the phone with my parents. I started crying, because I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, a lot of people lean on me, and I have just bought this big house and
identity
and put $12,000 of windows into my house. And I'm like, oh my God. But then I'm thinking, I'm listening, I listened to you, and I listened to Laura, and I listened to Scott, and I went out and visited them during that same time. And just, I got me back in place. Like, this is, and Scott even said, this is happening for a reason. Like, everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. And I'm like, that's my fallback right there. That is something where I get it rolling. I can stop doing hair, and that's going to completely 100% take care of me down the road and pay my bills. And it's something I believe in. And so I felt, once I got over kind of feeling all crappy, like I didn't know what I was going to do. I was so scared, but I'm like, I have Isagenix.
Yeah, it like turns more to gratitude and appreciation of like, wow, thank God I started this journey already.
Yes.
I can create that leverage.
Absolutely. So I was like, I felt so more secure knowing that I have that. And it's up to me on how far I want to go with that.
And that's what we stress all the time. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need that right now. I'm like, you might not feel that way right now, but it's a safety net for a lot of people. Like you have no idea if your husband gets laid off, or you get laid off, or something happens, or you need a lot of money for medical bills or something. Like look at it. If you don't need it right now, then use it for a sunny day or a rainy day later, where it's that safety. And that's exactly.
Well, you know what? I told one of my clients, they're like, well, I'm pretty comfortable. And I go, so your mortgage is totally paid off?
Yeah.
They're like, well, no. And I go, well, then you need it.
You can always use more money.
Right. Like, don't you want to get your mortgage paid off faster?
Yeah.
You know, do your kids have school loans that, they're like, yeah. And I go, then you need it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're financially okay and you're making all your payments, but you have these huge debts that are looming over you. So you do need it, so it would totally help.
I think it's like 70% of people don't have retirement. And then of them, it's like they only have like $10,000 or more. So it's like,
I know.
I don't care who you are, everybody needs it, or could use it. So it's like to really switch the mindset of like, okay, no matter what, you can use this product and be healthy the rest of your life and add life to your years and years to your life. So the product alone it speaks for itself and it has those results. So if you're already going to use it, why not be a part of this? Why not refer people? Because you're already doing it. And that's really just helping people switch that mindset for sure.
Agreed.
Do you want to talk about how much you've made so far? You don't have to say the exact amount if you don't want to, but what has it done for you?
Well, kind of what I make, and it fluctuates. It's like a real roller coaster, but I mean, it's a car payment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a car payment.
Huge.
What's wrong with that? And, my goal right now is I'm kind of in that. I feel like I was telling Carl, my boyfriend, I have a boyfriend.
I love you.
Anyways, I'm kidding. It's an inside joke with it's like a roller coaster.
I love him. I just love Carl.
I love him. I'm gonna call my boyfriend. Anyways, I was telling him, I go, I feel like I'm like, I've been crawling up this hill and I'm on this top of this hill and I feel like I'm gonna just like finally take off. Like financially, I go, I just feel like there's this crazy financial change in my life. And I'm like, and my goal right now is I want to pay off my car, my windows. I have a dental bill for $4,000. Right there, that's about what I pay a month is about $1,200 to $1,500 a month. That if I just when I get that paid off, that's $1,500 that I can put down, towards my my principal for my mortgage. Mm-hmm. I want to be debt free. I want to be debt free. So once I get those things paid off, then I just have to work on my house. Mm-hmm. The thing is, I want to pay my damn house off.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. So
enjoy retirement,
Yeah, totally. But the money for me right now, it's a car payment, and that it's like takes that car payment off of the table. So I don't have to go into, my paychecks. Mm-hmm. I don't have to touch my paychecks with my car payment right now. And in my head, I'm saying within 6 to 9 months, I'm going to at least triple what I'm bringing in right now. Mm-hmm. That's my goal is just keep on keeping on and not let myself get in my own head and not get frustrated because it's so easy to do because it isn't a graph like this. Mm-hmm. It's like this and you have to be okay with that. Mm-hmm. Because it is like this, but it's slowly, going up. But again, you got, nothing comes for free, and you got to do the work to do it. So you got to promise yourself, I'm going to put in X amount. You don't have to put crazy hours, just add like.
That's what I was going to say is how many hours do you think you put toward it a week?
Honestly, I was supposed to do 8 hours a week. I just haven't gotten around to that. But honestly, with that car payment, 2 to 3 hours a week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's amazing.
I know.
That's how it was when I was part-time. I was making like $800 a month and maybe 2 hours a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
It builds.
What if I commit to 6 hours a week? That's double what I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it doesn't. People think it's like, they see us doing all this stuff online and they're thinking, oh, I can't do all that. You know, that's just how you do it, or that's how I do it, or that's how the St. John's do it. It doesn't mean you got to do tons of that stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of times that takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, it
like,
does.
Oh, my whole day is free. Like, I always used to say that to Laura too. Like, when I was at the salon, I'd like stop by Laura's house, and I'm like, she's like, I mean, I have all this time in front of me. I'm like, how do you have all this time? You seem like the busiest person ever. And she's like, no, I don't really do anything. Had this huge business going. She was maybe working like a couple hours.
Right.
And it is. Social media gives you a little bit perception on it when it's really not that much time for people to grow.
Right. It's just, you know, it's what you do. I think if I'm going to just say I'm going to do 4 hours a week, what am I going to do in that 4 hours? I want them to be as beneficial as possible. I don't want them to be a wasted 4 hours, because if I'm going to spend minimal time, I have to do the maximum amount of work.
Yeah. And income producing activities.
Yes.
What are your top tips for enrolling value packs? You're like the queen of value packs, helping people get started on a value pack and seeing the benefits. What do you think? What are your top tips?
Make people afraid of you.
Hold scissors in the chair.
I threaten them.
I'm cutting you bangs.
I'm all, bitch, I got scissors. I will cut you. No, I am. Well, you know what? Again, my personality, as you know, is pretty strong, and I'm very passionate about stuff. And it's kind of like, to me, I just put it across as like, why wouldn't you want to get the full experience? I talk about the Ionux Supreme. I talk about the Ice of Delights and the essential vitamins and what it does for your skin, and the Genesis that's in Genesis.
Isagenix. Yeah.
Isagenix. And I just talk about it's like, and it comes with a blender that's so light that you can throw it in your suitcase and travel with it. You know, it's kind of like, I'd rather have them save money for a couple weeks to get the value pack so they can get the full taste of it. So I think it's just my passion. Honestly, I think it's just my passion.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I talk, and they're definitely like, no. Then I will usually get them in on like a 30-day premium or something like that. But it's just my passion and believing in it and being authentic and not trying. Don't put the word sales or diet or anything. It's your verbiage.
Yeah.
Just be real and remember how it makes you feel. How does it make you feel? Here's how it makes me feel. And I want to bring everybody with me. And then on top of that I didn't even know when I first started, is there's a whole business behind it that I can actually make money taking this amazing product. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah, all of you watching, like if you were to sign someone up for a value pack, they get 2 free enrollment codes to gift to friends that takes $20 off their order. So say they sign up for a value pack, they grab 2 friends to be their accountability partners, and they can give them a discount on theirs. They all sign up together. That person you just enrolled then gets $450 back in cash, and they'll cycle one time because of the volume. So
right.
They literally get their value pack for $56. All
awesome.
The product. They get to lose like 20 pounds, get all that product for $56.
You know, and I always, not once have I ever mentioned the coupons and stuff. I always forget about those. I'm like, oh yeah, you get all this other stuff.
Okay, well, if I were you, I'd circle back to everybody that you've enrolled in the value pack and say, hey, did you know you have 2 coupons to give to friends? Let's get
Good idea. Yes, I need to do that. Because my sister has those because she got the value pack.
Yeah. So
I always forget about those. See how much better I could be doing if I actually remember stuff.
But also for all of you watching, look how well she's doing. She doesn't even know what she's doing.
I don't know what's in there.
That's why we say ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice.
That's true.
It oozes out of you. You do not have to know everything. You just have to believe in the products, and believe in the opportunity in the company.
And know what it's done for you.
What's the best advice you have been given or heard so far that you want to pay forward?
Let's see. I think just slowing down and don't take yourself too seriously. Don't, just be gentle, be kind, be honest, be authentic. I think being authentic, I'm always about being authentic, and I hear that coming around a lot. you know, in all different podcasts from different people, all different levels. I think it's just be real. Like come across as like, here's what I have for you today. You know, just, I mean, do whatever it works for you, but just be yourself and be and relax and know you're not trying to push. Don't push. Just, I don't know, be authentic. Whatever that your authenticity is for yourself. Mine's different. Laren's is different. Everybody has whatever works for them. Just be real. Because I'm telling you, when I'm talking to people, I know when they're not being real with me. And right away, I don't trust them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So just be real, be authentic.
Yeah, I love that. And like, try everything. I was talking to Ellen today and we were talking about some just like ideas and business ideas. And she was like, try everything. She's like, you could do something differently than I do it. And it completely works. And it's the same thing for like even posting. Like I could do a long post. Laura could do a short post about family. You could just do sign this up. You have to put this in your body. Like everyone is so different. Like find what works for you and go after that.
Yeah.
Don't copy what other people are doing. Speak
right.
your heart.
Just, you know what? Know who you are. Be comfortable in your verbiage. Be clear and concise. Don't vomit from the mouth like I used to do because I used to overwhelm people. So just be like, I don't know if everybody's familiar with the bases. If you're not familiar, get familiar with it because it really condenses everything. So step 1, step 2, step 3, it's so simple. It's so simple. So just, you know, in practice, practice with your significant other, your dog, or, you know, just
going on video and like recording yourself.
Exactly. Just, you know, just be comfortable and say what you need to say in a short amount of time. Listen. If anything's taught me anything, listen to what people are saying. Listen to their stories. And like Laura has always said, oh, I feel your pain, or that must be hard. And I mean, really listen to their stories. I mean, honestly, since I've been doing Isagenix, it's made me such a better listener. Like, or I would just be like, what's my comeback going to be? What am I going to tell them about me? You know, and that was just my, like, I did that too, you know. So just slow down, listen to their story. And you know what? You're going to connect with some part of their story. That's just human interaction. Some part of that story you will connect with. You know, and it's just like, oh my God, I feel you. Like I have been there too. And oh my God, you know, so I don't, just be real, just be authentic. Don't come across fake because people see it and they won't. And
it's what's destroying network marketing. Like if other companies or people are being inauthentic, it gives it a bad name and then it ruins it for people that are doing it the right way and care for the right reasons.
Right.
So just to recap those top tips, authenticity and simplicity. If you're just watching this because maybe like you just love Andrea and you're like, I want to hear this and something just really resonated with you. One thing I want to point out too is even in the last month, our team, our whole team and our entire upline, like a lot of people are completely revamping our systems that have made it so much easier. So if you've been even curious or wondering like, what would it be like to dip my toes in, and you're realizing it only takes a couple hours a week and you're like, maybe I can find the time to make a car payment or things like that, reach out to us because we have simplified it so easy that it will be so much more fun for you too. So reach out to one of us. So it is. Just to finish this up, I want to ask you a couple power questions and whatever comes to mind first.
Okay.
What's your favorite product?
The chocolate decadence meal replacement bars.
Yeah, so good.
They're so good.
What's your favorite shake flavor?
You know what? I mix the peach mango and the pumpkin spice, and it's like an apple cobbler. It's so good.
Peach mango and what?
Peach mango and pumpkin spice.
Oh yeah, that sounds
weird. Good. But it's like an apple cobbler. It is so good.
Huh. That's a great recipe.
It's really good. You should try it.
Any other good recipes you like?
The what?
Do you have any other good recipes or concoctions you make?
No, pretty pretty bad. I put like everything in the shakes. I put the Ionics. I put Ionic Supreme in there. I put the greens. I put the fruits. I put the heart booster. Heart booster. I'm telling you, the heart booster. Because my my cholesterol was slightly high, and I started to do the heart booster and the heart booster, and I'm just every single day. And like 4 months later, I went and got my numbers done again, and my cholesterol was normal. You know,
Awesome.
I'm telling you, and then the immune booster, it's flu season right now. So it's all just one. I mean, I know I got sick because I think it's the stress from my shoulder that brought my immune system down, but I don't know. I don't really have recipes that I just kind of throw it all together and I eat healthy. And I cut out gluten and dairy from my diet because they're inflammation foods. But I realized I hardly ate any gluten as it was. So
you're probably more sensitive, yeah.
Right.
Of all the Isagenix core values, what's your top core value?
Oh geez, I don't even remember them all. I don't remember. How many are there? There's like
family, fun, freedom.
Oh, that's right.
Contribution, health.
I think my top 3 were like family, fun, and freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom, definitely. I would say. I mean, family. I've always been family oriented. You know me. I'm like you and your family. I mean, my family is my everything. And one of my goals for Isagenix is I would really love to help my boys buy their first house or buy their first piece of property. That would just be a dream because of what we've all been through. With my ex, and those boys went through torture, man. I just would love to help them buy their first piece of property. That would just be like, whoa!
I love that. That was actually one of my questions is when you create that financial freedom, what are the top 3 things you do with it? So that's the first one is the boys' home. What are the next 2?
I would love to help my parents get into, they love where they live, but they're getting older and they're not really able to contain that house anymore. They're so far away from everything. I would love to be able to move them closer, but they have a comfortable retirement, but not just overextended amount of money. I would love to help them get into like a little apartment that's 1 story. I would love to move them closer to me. Mm-hmm. So we can help them out as they get older. And of course, my parents are so freaking stubborn.
Yeah, being on all that land is going to be hard the older they get.
I know. So that, and just, I want to be debt free, helping my family out and being debt free. So
where's your dream vacation?
Anywhere where you are, Lauren.
Yeah. Totally.
Vacation, oh my gosh, anywhere tropical.
Yeah.
Tropical where I can go snorkel and swim with the dolphins. I'd have to probably look at a map because there's so many beautiful places like Fiji and just Jamaica and French Riviera and my murdered out Bentley.
How old do you feel?
Oh geez. Honestly, I feel like I'm in my mid-20s. I do. I'm so immature.
How old are you really?
55.
25.
Huh?
Is it going on 25?
Totally. I just, I have high energy and it's just a number. I've never, ever been hung up on a number and nobody ever guesses my age anyhow. And, and since using Isagenix and, getting my waistline back and just because you're a certain age does not mean you have to have a muffin top. So don't settle. Like you don't have to look or feel that way. I mean, it's even helped with my menopause. I mean, yeah, I still have hot flashes, but I'm not going to take hormone replacement because it causes cancer, and I won't go there. It's a natural part of your body, but it's really helped me, especially the sleep spray or
what's it called? I love the sleep spray.
Oh my God.
I just knocked out.
I need a bigger container.
Okay, last question. what is one last thing you want to leave people with?
You know what? Stop saying I'm not ready, because you are ready. And you know what? There's no time. Carpe diem, seize the moment. Don't let another day go by without taking charge of your health, of your finances. I'm telling you, it's such an easy thing. So just like I said, just commit to 2 to 3 hours a week and make a car payment or make whatever payment. You know, you can put more towards your mortgage. It's a no-brainer. You know, you feel better, you look better, and you can make some kick-ass money doing it. So what's holding you back? I mean, people pay a fortune on, you know, Botox and extensions and boob jobs. Everybody does exterior stuff and they don't bat an eye at that price. But as soon as it's something you put inside your mouth, people are questioning it. Like it's totally healthy. Do your homework, but don't.
People are referring people to go get Botox and things, but you're not referring your friends to completely change their health so they live longer.
Right. It's good for all your organs. It's good for your skin. It's good for, to me, it's just like, come on, like effing around and take care of yourself. Because you know what, for myself, I'm 55. I've got at least 30 plus years left on this planet, and I want them to be the best possible years.
Life to your years and years to your life.
That's right, mama.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you got some nuggets from this. Comment in the comments any questions you have for Andrea, because she's in the group. And thank you, Andrea, for your time. I'm going to stop.
Thank you, Lair. I love you.